Shelly Duvall's It's a Bird Life, a Sanctuary Woods game for the 3DO. You will know you have reached the bottom of the barrel in your game collection when you hear the starting music sound like this. Let's begin now.
Hello, I'm Shelly Duvall. Who wishes they were a cat?
No.
Who wishes they were a frog?
No.
Who's glad they're a bird?
It's a bird's life and I wouldn't change a thing. Got my very own song just in case I...
What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? What's going on, Basement Dweller? Guys, I'm up here in Forest Lake visiting the video game store in the far north. Where is the laser? I want the laser. This sucks. Can't stop that stuff. You gotta punch it. Yeah. The 3DO gaming console really was a unique specimen. In previous videos, I've shown some strange games that have come out on the 3DO. Games where you shoot toilet plungers at spray cans, and has Hillary Clinton as a vacuum cleaner, and doing stuff with large rolling boxes. Yeah, it has one of the most bizarre libraries in video game history, but I think I might have found one of the strangest ones yet. Shelly Duvall's It's a Bird's Life, produced by both Shelly Duvall and Canadian developer Sanctuary Woods, was bestowed upon us in 1993. It was available on PC, Mac, and the 3DO. So if you happen to be a Shelly Duvall fan, and a bird enthusiast, and you owned a 3DO, 1993 was for you. The game starts with the busy menu with multiple icons for you to click. If you click on Daphne from Scooby-Doo, oh, that's supposed to be Shelly Duvall. Yeah, that looks just like her. If you click on her icon, her husband starts talking.
Hi, I'm Dan.
Hi, Dan. I'm Dan.
I like to make paintings and play music. I also like to play with and take care of the birds. I'm trying to teach them how to talk, but sometimes I think they already know, and they're just hiding it from me. Oh well.
I like to make videos and play outdated video games. I also like to play with and take care of the cats. I'm trying to teach them how to clean up their own crap, but sometimes I think they already know, and they're just hiding it from me. It's like we're soulmates, Dan. If you click on the parrot, you get an introduction from Austin.
Oh, hi. I'm Austin. I'm a young African gray. I'm a very quick learner, and I can imitate any voice. Those of humans, other birds, heck, just about any sound imaginable. I spend a lot of time watching Scarlet and Mowgli together, and I hope to find a mate of my own someday.
Let's hope that Austin's first sexual encounter isn't a chapter in this story.
Oh!
If you click on the globe, you can learn about the ins and outs of a bird. Nothing much more to say there. Click on the music notes and you get to watch the rockin' video to Birds of a Feather.
Birds of a feather, we fly together. It's you and me, no matter what the weather. Birds of a feather, we flock together. It's you and me, no matter what the weather. I never thought that I would ever see. What's he talking about?
If you click on the puzzle piece, you unleash the full power of the 3DO. That's right, connect the dots on 3DO.
Click on the dots in the right order to see what the picture is.
Seems like the perfect use for a $700 game system. And finally, clicking on the book starts the game. And I use game lightly. This is more like one of those storybooks with a narration on cassette. I might be showing my age with that comparison.
It had been another hot, dry summer day in Los Angeles. But in Dan and Shelly's house, no one seemed to mind.
But along with Shelly Duvall reading the story to you, you can click on different things, like this bush and make flowers come out, or click on this palm tree and make it shoot dates. It's really riveting.
Meep meep.
Honk! Honk! Honk!
What kind of sound effect is that?
Honk!
It keeps doing it until you turn it off.
Honk!
Okay, enough of that.
Click. Click.
Did they lose sound files days before the game was scheduled to come out? Okay, at least they have a doorbell. I was half expecting to hear ding dong, ding dong. The game doesn't progress on its own. You use the left and right bumpers to move the story back and forth.
Shelly and Dan enjoyed being with their birds. Digby, their dog, liked to chase them, even though Dan and Shelly didn't allow it.
Oh, Digby, you rascal. Once again, if you care to listen to more sound effects, you can click on the birds and hear them squawk, and if you're feeling adventurous, there's a mini-game that's represented by a puzzle piece. That's right, folks, these are the mini-games. These are all the mini-games. The same series of connect the dots that you play on the main menu are also every single mini-game. How lazy can you possibly get? You have a 3DO capable of digital video, animation, and 3D rendering. And what do you do with your interactive brain teaser? Connect the dots!
It's Dan and Connie.
Hold on, how is that the solution? There weren't even any dots where the bird is. I've seen constellations that make more sense than this.
And these two little stars over here form the constellation the Crusades.
Let's sing, everybody! Bingo! Instruments ready!
Ready!
Go, go, go. Go, go, go. How does a big dog go? How does a little dog go? How does a kitty go? Meow. Meow. How does a big dog go? How does a little dog go? How does a kitty go? Meow. Meow.
One thing I have noticed here, all the world around.
Oh, you travel the world.
Every kind of creature, yeah, and they all have a special sound.
Yeah, a goofy sound.
How does a big dog go? How does a little dog
What the hell is this?
Everybody wake up!
After that amazing number, the birds notice smoke in the distance. A brush fire is headed straight for them. The birds flee just in time. What's left after the fire is just the sad, hollow husk that was once their home. Wow, this took a bit of a dark turn. I'm helping. The birds find out that everyone is accounted for except Pearly, so Austin sings a lullaby.
Kind of pointy, and his beak is so imposing. How do you hug a bird? Well, I think
Whoa!
it's this way.
The parrots wake up to a bunch of crows bullying them. I wonder if they'll sound like the crows from Dumbo.
And very soon you'll be right there. It's this way. No, it's that way.
This is what insanity sounds like. I feel like I should be in a padded room while playing this game.
No, it's that way.
Up and look around.
Ah! 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 Pearlie comes to the rescue and they take advice from some finches to fly south. Remembering that they are from the Amazon rainforest, they decide to head there. I'll save you from having to hear another song. They stop at a zoo and make friends with some of the birds there. But people begin to realize that they are not zoo birds because their wings aren't clipped.
Hey, look at those wild parrots.
Are you sure they don't belong to the zoo?
Maybe they escaped. No, Mom, their wings aren't clipped like the others, see?
Zookeeper, whose birds are these?
So the zookeeper, who I guess doubles as a dog catcher from a TV sitcom, tries to nab the birds in his net.
Fly away! Pearlie, are you all right?
Don't worry about me.
They make their way to Mexico and perch in a tree in a small town. What the hell is that? How hard is it to imitate the sound of someone sleeping? They leave the little village and continue to the Amazon.
As they neared the Gulf of Mexico, the sky became filled with clouds. Mowgli explained that there are many different kinds of clouds.
Oh, like cumulus? Stratus? That sort of thing? Nothing? Oh! Okay, we're doing another song. Next!
Soon the puffy white clouds became dark and threatening. The wind was picking up, and there was thunder and lightning.
You know him. You know him real well, don't you?
The birds get tossed around like bad flash animation until they find shelter in a small cave. There they fall asleep until the storm passes. In the morning, they're greeted by scarlet macaws, which have nothing to do with the story, and we never see them again. Glad they included that. They continue flying, squawk at a hawk to drive it away, and the birds find themselves in Guatemala. And we cut from that to where they arrive in the Amazon from Guatemala. When the birds land in the Amazon, they meet a girl parrot named Tahini.
Ooh, I'm sticking with you. There's a celebration in order.
No more music. Skip.
Tahini introduced the birds to her own friends. They spent the evening telling each other about their different cultures.
So, are you going to talk about different cultures? No? Nope, you're just going to go to sleep as I click on you.
Oh, George? Good night. Good night, Austin.
Good night, baby.
Night, Ben. Good night, everyone.
Good night, Mama. Good night, Daddy.
Good night, children. Good night, Dad. Good night, Elizabeth.
Good night, Jim Boy. Good night, Jim Bob. Good night, Jim Bob.
Good night, Jim Bob.
When Austin awoke, he noticed that Humpty and Tahini were snuggled together. Once again, Austin longed to find his own mate.
Well, looks like Humpty and Tahini found love. What kind of names are Humpty and Tahini? They sound less like names of birds and more like names I would find on Pornhub. Do we need a song every other scene in this game? At least this one's short.
After finishing breakfast, Mowgli and his new friend Moses decided to explore the rainforest together. But they were shocked at what they saw over the next hilltop. Huge strips of jungle floor had been mined and logged.
Yup, it's the 90s, and the rainforest was the environmental topic of the time. They fly over the dam and some of the equipment and tell the other birds that the forest is being destroyed. This makes the birds very sad. How did they not already know about this? They live there. So are the visiting birds going to devise a plan to thwart the evil deeds of man? Actually, no. The next scene is them leaving because they're homesick. Yeah, screw you, monkey. We're taking Tahini back to Los Angeles. Have fun with your destroyed jungle.
The birds soon reached Los Angeles.
It's like I'm playing Indiana Jones.
The colorful flock of parrots in a V formation was an amazing sight. Word of them spread far and wide. A TV station filmed them as they flew by. People in helicopters, cars, and on bikes tried to follow the birds.
Slow day for news, huh? Eventually, they make it back home and see that everything's been rebuilt while they were away. Nope!
They peeked in the windows and saw that the house was empty. Dan and Shelly didn't seem to live here anymore.
Yeah, I guess there's more eccentric goofballs besides Shelly Duvall who would have an indoor rainforest in their house. What am I saying? It's California. Of course there is. Wait, there's a moving truck. I bet. Is it? Is it? It is! Dan and Shelly Duvall and the birds are reunited!
And so the birds had found their way home. Dan and Shelly could not have guessed where the other birds had come from, but they were welcome to live in their new house, too. The birds were happy that they didn't have to worry about food, weather, or predators anymore.
Just wildfires, but come on, how often does that happen in California?
The aviary was like their own private jungle, complete with a waterfall, fruit trees, palms, and room service. Now this was paradise.
Now this was a complete waste of time. It's Shelly Duvall's It's a Bird's Life. I mean, really, the game is doomed from conception. It's an absurd story about her birds meant for kids. What can I really be upset about? Well, It's a Bird's Life on 3DO is the equivalent of that kid who buys a top-of-the-line computer so he can just go on Facebook and check his email. You have a cutting-edge multimedia console, and all you're doing is following along with a simple hour-long linear story being narrated by Shelly Duvall. You could get the same result just giving kids a storybook with a CD or cassette. There's little interactivity outside of clicking on icons that make annoying noises and basic connect-the-dots puzzles. If there was some sort of choose-your-own-adventure aspect to this game, it would at least serve some purpose for being on PC and 3DO. But the story is the same every time you play it. And the music. Oh my god, it's unbearable. You've heard it. You have to go out of your way to try to make music this bad. And there are so many songs in this game. 30 minutes of this game's 1 hour is made up of songs. The story itself is hardly a story at all. It starts out with Austin wanting to find a mate, a fire swoops in, and the birds head to the Amazon. Humpty meets Tahini, they see some deforestation, and fly back to Los Angeles. That's pretty much the gist of it. Did Austin find a mate? That part of the story is completely dropped halfway through. I want to know what happened to Austin. Did Austin find a mate? What happened to Austin?